All right, how you doing? It's Sandesh here. I'm going to be going over the everything that was revealed on the Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2. I'm going to get into it now. All right, the Switch 2 um was will officially be released on the 5th of June this year. To be honest, I honestly thought it was gonna. I honestly thought it was gonna be later than that. That's pretty much in a matter of 3 months, because since now it's April, and it will cost $450 for the base bundle with no Mario Kart and no Mario Kart World, sorry, and there will also be there'll also be another one which will be bundled with Mario Kart World, and that will be $50 more, so that'll be $500. And pre-orders will open at retailers in North America on April the 9th. I don't know about Europe, because it doesn't say here if on the date for people in Europe. If you wish to purchase from my Nintendo store, you can register your interest for either the Nintendo Switch 2 or the Mario Kart World bundle. If selected, those who registered will be sent an invite to their Nintendo account email when it's time to purchase. Invitations will go out on May the 8th of this year and will be prioritized on first come, first served basis to registrants who have purchased a Nintendo Switch Online membership with a minimum of 12 months of paid membership and a minimum of 50 total gameplay hours as of the 2nd of April this year. So that was obviously yesterday. Um, I'm going to go over the specs now. Okay, the Nintendo Switch 2 has a ton of hardware features and experiences, and it all starts with the console itself that has a 7.9-inch LCD screen that displays games at 1080p. That and that's in handheld mode. But the thing is, if you want a better resolution, um, if you put it in the new dock, you'll be able to output in 4K and play games at up to 120 frames per second. If you look at now, if you think about it, 4K 120 frames per second, that's on par with the Xbox Series X and the base PS5. So the Switch 2, so the Switch 2 has caught up, and it will support HDR as well, and the Switch 2 will. And the new Joy-Con, which connects to the Switch 2 and Switch 2, will have a magnetic snap. So it's basically magnetic when you connect it. It looks similar to the original models, but offer new features like mouse control. The right Joy-Con also includes a new C button that will work with the new online feature called Game Chat. It will also confirm that Nintendo Switch 2 will have red game cartridges. Now they're going to be the same size as the original Switch, but it's just that um I think I think the read speed on it will be much faster as well. There'll be 256 gig of internal storage that can be expanded with micro SD express cards. So your SD card, which you got for which is in your original Switch, that is not going to work on the Switch 2. So you're going to have to get a new one. It will be 3D sound supported, so I imagine that 3D headphones will be compatible with it. Game Chat is a new online feature from Nintendo that will let players play and talk with each other while playing Nintendo Switch 2 games. Once Game Chat is activated, players will be able to press the C button on the right Joy-Con to not only start chatting with friends, but also share their screen. Use video chat with the Nintendo Switch 2 camera accessory or other compatible USB-C camera and more. Okay, when they showed the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, I have to say this: the resolution on it looked pretty bad. I gotta be honest. I was like, wow, that's pretty bad for the Switch 2 camera. Um, because there has to be a third party equivalent which has a much better resolution. It just has to. And the game chat isn't going to be for me because since I don't go online, so that's not going to be for me. Um, Game chat will be free until March of next year, March 2026, for all Nintendo Switch 2 users, but it will require a Nintendo Switch online a Nintendo membership. There will also a new feature called Game Share that will let users share a game with friends who don't own a compatible game so they can play together. Um, well, I imagine that if you're gonna play a Switch 2 game, and then you're gonna need two Switch 2 consoles, but I'm not gonna bother with Game Share. Um, Okay, and Nintendo Switch 2 will be launching with a bunch of accessories, including a Pro controller for $80. That looks a lot like the original Switch Pro controller, but comes with the audio jack, the C button for game chat, and two extra back buttons. Um, and because when they showed the Switch 2 Pro controller, it did remind me of with the Xbox Elite controller, where you have like paddle buttons at the back. I think the DualSense Elite controller for PS5 also has that as well. Let me know in the comments if that's true. But yeah, but yeah, the audio jack. See, Nintendo have finally caught up. Um, there will also be a new Nintendo Switch 2 camera for $50. For $50, and the resolution is crap on that. Trust me. When they was talking about in game chat, look at the part on when they showed the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. I mean, you cannot tell me that resolution looked decent. It did not look decent at all. Um, that could be used with game chat. I could bring you not only into video chat with your friends, but also into various games like Super Mario Party Jamboree in fun ways. Nintendo also shared details on other accessories like new Joy-Con 2, which is $90, Joy-Con 2 charging grip, which is $35, and Joy-Con 2 strap, which is $13, Joy-Con 2 wheel, which is $20 for two, Switch 2 dock set, which is $110. If you can buy I'm wondering, can you buy the dock on its own? Because it seems like you can. If you can buy the dock on its own, and then that's actually a really good idea because I don't think they did that before. Anyway, a Switch 2 carry case and screen protector for $35, and a Switch 2 all-in-one carry case for $80, and a Switch 2 AC adapter for $30. I'm reading all this off IGN, um, and it'll be in the it'll be the link will be in the description of this video. All right, I'm gonna get into the first party games of what was announced. All right, Mario Kart will kicked off the was shown first, and I gotta admit and I gotta admit it did look good. And the one thing I liked about it was the fact that there was a feature that was announced where if you want to get ahead, because in Mario Kart games you have to be on the track. Now it's pretty much like a free roaming thing. So the thing is, you could get off the track if you want to get an advantage to get first. I like that feature. Um, and there's and they also emphasize about the whole thing about exploring because there's a free roam mode as well. While there will be traditional levels with up to 24 drivers as well, and there's also going to be and it's also going to emphasize about the fact that you like different countries and different seasons as well, like the rain, the winter, stuff like that. Alongside seeing favorite characters racing in cars, motorcycles, boats, and snowmobiles and planes, we also see characters grinding on rails, riding on walls, and more. There was even a moment when a giant cow from Moo Moo Meadows was racing. We were also shown two brand new game modes, Knockout Tour and Free Roam. Free Roam I was talking about. Knockout Tour is like a battle royal elimination mode where you have to be the last driver racing, um, as you travel across the world of this latest Mario Kart and avoid elimination. Um, and obviously, free roam. Obviously, I think you know what free roam is. It is. It says here. It is important to note, however, that Mario Kart World will cost $80, which is higher than any base PS1 game ever released. You know what? That's even higher than a PS5 Xbox Series X game as well, man. It's like, what the hell? That's $10 more. I don't know what the hell's going on there. And Nintendo also announced a Mario Kart World Direct will take place uh, on April the 17th. And it says here at 6 a.m. PT, 9 a.m. ET. Okay. And what other games was announced? Because there was more. Um, Kirby's Air Riders is a new racing game coming to Nintendo Switch that's being developed by Super Smash Bros. Director um, Masahiro Sakurai. So that was a good surprise of the fact that I'm sure they're going to bring out another Smash game, but it's obviously not. They're obviously not going to reveal it yet. Yeah. Um, Also, what else was announced? Legend and they also did, like, with PS4 to PS5 games on where with certain games on where you had to pay the upgrade path. They're gonna do that now with the Switch 2. So two examples were Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are getting Switch 2 edition versions at launch, or which you have to pay for up as upgrade packs. Um, and also, and it will also be the usual thing of, like, smoother frame rates and faster load times and better graphics. And there will also be a new Zelda Notes app on the Nintendo Switch Online app. To be honest, I've got to admit, when they showed that app off, for what the hell's this? I I personally found it kind of useless, to be honest. I mean, you have like the start orders select button, and you could just go to the map like that. So I honestly don't see the point of the whole of the new Zelda Notes app. I actually don't see the point of that. That is exclusive to these new editions and will help players find shrines, Koroks, and other locations alongside commentary from Princess Zelda that wasn't part of the original games. And Metroid Prime 4 will be a cross-gen game with mouse controls and quality and performance modes. I would also imagine that, when Call of Duty comes to Switch 2, I would imagine those will have a mouse support as well. Kirby the Forgotten Land and Star-Crossed World brings a new story to Switch 2. Alright, Kirby the Forgotten Land is getting another title, is another title getting the Nintendo Switch 2 edition treatment, which includes a brand new story called Star-Crossed World that will include new mouthful modes to utilize. The game will also have improved performance, yeah, when it arrives on Switch 2 on August the 28th of this year. Um, I'm trying to see on I'm trying to see on when the Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom come out, but it doesn't say here. But okay, Super Mario Jamboree is getting expanded version on Switch 2 with mouse controls, and that comes out on July the 24th. Um, Pokemon Legends ZNAs and Nintendo Switch 2 editions will feature improved resolution, frame rate. Um, it doesn't say when that's coming out, and also Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will showcase this much anticipated next console. Um, and it's obviously going to be an interactive like sort of demo thing. Like, it's most likely like a tech demo. The one thing I found that was shady about this it's a paid digital title at launch on Nintendo Switch 2. When the thing is, I have to give a lot of credit to Sony when they did the um, Astrobot thing. You know, the built-in game for when you had it on the PS5. Every PS5 had it. You didn't have to pay for that, and I gotta give Sony credit for not doing that shit. That was the one thing I give them credit for. There was this online 3-on-3 game that puts a focus on Nintendo Switch on Switch 2's mouse controls, uh, Drag X Drive. To be honest, I actually kind of found it boring. But the thing is, I know it's not going to be for me, and I'm sure it's going to it's going to be for certain people. And with the mouse controls, you got to do that if you want to keep it going forward. Um, that will be released in the summer. It doesn't say when. Nintendo GameCube games are coming exclusively to Switch 2, on the Nintendo Switch Online. So basically, if you want to play GameCube games on the Switch online membership, it has to be on the Switch 2. And the games that they announced first, the first ones announced, will be Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, and Soul Calibur 2. Nintendo will also be releasing a brand new wireless GameCube controller that can be used to play these titles. You know for a fact that GameCube controller is going to get sold out very quick. All right, I'm going to go over the third-party games which was announced. Um, there was a new From Software game that was announced, which is a multiplayer game. It's called Dusk Bloods, and it says it's coming exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, but I read elsewhere that it's a timed exclusive, and I think it probably might be for a year, a timed exclusive for a year, or maybe 6 months. I'm not sure, and that comes out next year in 2026. And also, um, and there was also Koei Tecmo, I think, also announced Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment, which is serves as a prequel to Tears of the Kingdom as well. Um, Elden Ring is also getting a tarnished edition on Switch 2 this year. Um, and it includes the base game, Shadow of the Erd Tree, new weapons, armor, and torrent appearance customization, and more. Um, so yeah, but I gotta be honest, that tarnished edition, it can't be just exclusive to Switch 2. I gotta imagine that that's gotta come out for PS5 as well, and Xbox Series X, and obviously PC. Um, let's see. And there was also an indie game called Delta Runes, newest chapters that will launch on the same day as Switch 2. Um, that was honestly what was not for me. Hey, Hades 2 will be released this year on Switch and Switch 2 before other consoles. That was a surprise because I would have honestly thought Hades 2 would have came out for PS5, Xbox, and PC first. So I'm really shocked that they Nintendo got that first. Anyway, and obviously it'll be targeting 60 frames per second as well. Um, Final Fantasy Remake Integrate is also coming. So basically, this tells you that the Switch 2 is on par with the base PS5 and the Xbox Series X, just like I said, because Remake Integrate only came out for PS5. So did Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition did as well. Street Fighter 6 is coming out for Switch 2 as well. That one shocked me, honestly. Cyberpunk, I kind of had the feeling that that was gonna come out for Switch 2, to be honest. Split Fiction is also coming out. And also Hitman World of Assassins, if I remember, that also got announced. Borderlands 4 got announced. And also, the Bond game that the Hitman makers are working on, Project 007, that's also coming out for Switch 2 as well. Also, um, the EA Sports Madden NFL, EA Sports FC, NBA 2K, WWE 2K. Those are the 2K25 games which are coming out. Um, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Hogwarts Legacy is coming out. Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. I think that was a Sega game. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake that's coming out. Yakuza Zero Director's Cut. I looked up about that. It just the most it's gonna have a online mode on there for up to 4 players, and there's gonna be new cutscenes as well. But apparently, that's gonna also be coming out on PS4 and PS5 after the Switch 2 release. Most likely a timed exclusive. Fortnite's coming out. I'm not surprised by that whatsoever. Enter the Gungeon 2. Hitman World of Assassins Signature Edition, yeah, as I talked about. Star Seeker, Astroneer Expeditions, Survival Kids, Star Wars Outlaws, Silk Song, um, Kanutsugami Path of the Goddess, that Capcom game, Reanimal, and this game, Daemon Ex Machina, Titanic and Sion. I gotta say that game looked absolutely brilliant. That one stood out to me for as a third party game coming out for Switch 2. I was like, oh, I definitely want to play this. And there was one more first party game that I left for last. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, okay. Um, Donkey Kong Bonanza is coming out for Switch 2 in July. That was the final big trailer for Switch 2, which absolutely shocked me. It's a brand new, full on 3D Donkey Kong game, and you know what? It kind of reminded me of Donkey Kong Country, but in a 3D environment, and it really looked good as well. I can't wait to play that. You can even break off chunks of the world to find more areas to explore, and use the debris to attack enemies with. I really like that. And there also looks to be plenty of bosses, humor, and even 2D sections as well. So, yeah, I think that sounds like everything that was announced. And so there was plenty of stuff that was announced. And now, let me know what you think about the Switch Two about the Switch Two reveal, about the Switch Two Direct. Sorry, about if there's stuff that you like, stuff that you didn't like. I know that there was stuff that I didn't like, but I want to know what you want to know. Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.